game, good game.
What you got in there?
In here? Doom.
I'm not good at this, but here goes. I'm author OSJ from Unique Realities. In 2021, I wrote and starred in a fan film called Doom Infernal. When I was growing up, I was fortunate enough to play the first Doom game when it came out. For me, Doom was everything. It's all I could talk about, like so many others. In my mind, I was a lone Marine fighting off the hordes of hell. When the game was over, I was desperate to find more lore, more background, more anything. And thankfully, the books came out. For the first time in my life, I read something that wasn't a comic book and I couldn't get enough. It was the beginning of me becoming an author. As a lover of swords, when Doom 2016 came and introduced the Crucible, I screamed. I had always been a He-Man sword of power kind of guy, and for the first time ever, I saw a sword I wanted as much as He-Man's. A sword forged in the fires of hell. When Doom Eternal dropped and we got to play with the sword, I was a happy man. But that was it. When the game was over, it was over. But I wasn't finished. I needed more. I struck up a conversation with my coworker about a Doom fan film, and he called me crazy until I asked him to hear me out. And thus, Doom Infernal was born. Then a YouTuber named Midnight did a reaction video, and my partner and I knew we had to do another, but we needed it to be bigger. I wrote 2 scripts and discussed them with 2 people. One of them, the guy I made the first film with, the other, Awesomfinity, the Leprechaun King himself from the Bristol Renaissance Fair. And he said, Orlando, I can make it. I can make that sword. And that was it.
In the first age, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood, burned by the embers of Armageddon, his soul blistered by the fires of hell, and tainted beyond ascension. He chose the path of perpetual torment. In his ravenous hatred, he found no peace, and with boiling blood, he scoured the unknown plains, seeking vengeance against the Dark Lords who had wronged him. He wore the crown of the Night Sentinels, and those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doom Slayer.
When it was done, I drove 2,000 miles. In my mind, I had already begun working on new ideas for the next few films, where we could incorporate the sword. When I got back to Chicago, I showed no one the sword. It was to be our best kept secret. But then an unfortunate misunderstanding took place, and the next Doom fan film was being filmed without me. But what Awesomfinity made, it can't just be held up on a wall somewhere. No. This was a work of art, a sword created not in the fires of hell, but the blazing Texas heat. This needed to be seen. It needed to be touched and held. The leprechaun blood and sweat that went into making this iconic blade needed to be seen. So, I made this video for you. I made this video for me. And I made it for Awesomfinity. And above all else, I made it for Doom.